Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Amit Ojha, Assistant Professor, IIMT College of Management. Today, I'm going to deliver a lecture on the topic of price. Before price, we can understand what is a marketing mix. Marketing mix is a marketing tool used by marketing professionals. It is often crucial when determining product or brand offering, and it is also called as 4 P's of marketing. However, in the case of service of different nature, the 4 P's have been expanded to 7 P's. 4 P's is the first P was a product. Product are offering that a marketer offered to the target audience to satisfy their need and wants. Product can be tangible goods or intangible services. Tangible products are goods like cell phone, televisions, or motor cars, whereas intangible products are services like financial services in a bank, health treatment by a doctor, legal advice of a lawyer. The second P was price. Price is the amount that is charged by marketer of his offering or the amount that is paid by consumer for the use or consumption of the product. Price is crucial in determining the organization profit and survival. The third P was place. Place or distribution refers to making the product available for customers at convenient and accessible places. The next P was promotion. Promotion represent the different methods of communications that are used by marketer to inform target audience about the product. Promotions include advertising, personal selling, public relations, and sales promotions. Then let's start pricing. What is the meaning of pricing? Pricing is a process of fixing the value that a manufacturer will receive in the exchange of goods and services. According to the Professor Casey Guide, pricing is a managerial task that involves establishing pricing objective, identifying the factors governing the price, asserting their relevance and significance, determining the product value in monetary terms, and formulation of price policies and the strategies, implementing them and controlling them for the best result. Here are the some objectives of pricing. The foremost pricing objective of any firm is set the price that is optimum and help the product or service to survive in the market. Each firm faces the danger of getting ruled out from the market because of the intense competitions, a mature market, or change in customer taste and preferences, etc. Thus, a firm must set the price covering the fixed and variable costs incurred without adding any profit margin to it. Thus, the survival should be the short-term objective. Once the firm get a hold in the market, it must strive for the additional profit. The new firm entering into the market adopt that this type of pricing objective. The second objective of pricing is maximizing the current profit. Many firms try to maximize their current profit by estimating the demand and supply of goods and services in the market. Pricing is done in line with the product demand in the customer and the substitute available to fulfill that demand. Higher the demand, higher will be the price charge. Seasonal supply and demand of goods and services are the best example that can be quoted here. The third objective of pricing is capturing huge market share. Many firms charge low price for their offering to capture greater market share. The reason for keeping the price low is to have and increase the sales resulting from the economies of scale. Higher sales volume lead to lower production cost and increased profit in the long run. The strategy of keeping the price low is also known as market penetration pricing. This pricing method is generally used when the competition is intense and customers are price sensitive. FMCG industry is the best example to supplement this. The next objective was a market scheming. Market scheming means charging a high price for the product and service offered by the firm, which are innovative and use a modern technology. The prices are completely kept high due to the high cost of production incurred because of modern technology. Mobile phones, electronic gadgets are the best example of skimming pricing that are launched at a very high cost, high price, and get the cheaper with the span of time. The next objective was a product quality leadership. Many firms keep the price of their goods and services in accordance with the quality perceived by the customer. Generally, the luxury goods create their high quality, taste, and status image in the mind of customer for which they are willing to pay high price. Luxury cars such as BMW, Mercedes, Jaguar, etc. create the high. Uh, Here, the some factors which can affect when we determine or when we take a pricing decision. Uh, Here in this figure, in this diagram, you can see there are two factors which can affect a pricing decision. First was the internal factor, and the second one was the external factor. Here are the some reasons which can affect our pricing decisions. First, in internal factors, top level management, elements of marketing mix, degree of product differentiation, cost, objective, stages of product life cycle, product quality, brand image, category or class of product, and market share. Here are the some external factors which can affect our pricing decision. First was the demand for the product, competition, price of raw material and other inputs, buyer behavior, government rules and restrictions, ethical considerations or code of conduct, seasonal effect, economic conditions. These are the major factors which can affect our pricing decisions. In our next slide, here are the process when we are setting a price of the product. These are the steps when we consider every organization faces a problem of setting the price of product. The main of marketing strategy of an organization is to attain marketing objective and satisfy the target market. The marketing decisions affect the price of the product to a great extent. The marketer follow various steps to set the price. When we are setting up our price, we can follow these steps. The first step was the setting the pricing objective. Second step was determining demand. The third one was estimating cost. Fourth step was analyzing competitor pricing. The next one was selecting pricing method. And the last one was selecting a fixed price. These are the steps the marketer should follow when he or she determine the price of the product. Here are the some methods which can use for the pricing. Pricing method is divided into three parts: cost-oriented methods, market-oriented methods, and other pricing methods. In cost-oriented method is a traditional method. It can divide into a 6 method. First method was the cost-based pricing, markup pricing, marginal cost pricing, target return pricing, break-even pricing, early cash recovery pricing. And second method was a market-oriented. Here are the 3 methods: going rate method, sealed bid, customer-oriented method. And in other methods, there are some pricing strategies: market scheming pricing, limit pricing, peak load pricing, bundle pricing, psychological pricing, and internet pricing models. And internet pricing model, there are some pricing: priority pricing, high flat rate pricing, user sensitive pricing, transaction based pricing, precedence model, and smart market mechanism model. We can explain one by one. First, cost oriented methods. These are the traditional methods of product pricing. The major factor which influence the product price are the fixed cost, variable cost, and other overheads incurred in manufacturing the product. Let us go through the different cost-oriented pricing models. First, one was the cost plus pricing. Cost plus pricing is one of the simplest way of pricing determination. A certain price of the product is added as a profit margin in the value of the product to acquire the selling price. The second one was the markup pricing. It is a form of cost plus pricing, but here the profit margin is presented as a percentage of expected return on sales. The formula for markup pricing is equal to unit cost upon 1 minus percentage of expected return on sales. With the help of this example, we can understand how can we calculate a markup price. Here the question: if the unit cost of the manufacturing a bag is rupees 100 and the expected return on sales is 25%, determine the markup price. Firstly, we put the formula: markup price is equal to unit cost upon 1 minus percentage of expected return on sales. In question, the unit cost was given rupees 100 and expected return on sales was given at 25%. So we put the value in the formula. And after putting the value of the formula in the formula, we get the result. The markup price is 133 rupees and 33 paisa. The next method is marginal cost pricing. The primary aim of the company adopting the pricing method is to meet its marginal cost and overheads. The marginal costing method is suitable for entering the industry which are dominated by the giant players, posing a fierce competition for the organization to sustain in the business. Another method is target return pricing. The pricing objective in the target return method is to attain a certain level of ROI. The formula for determining the target return price is: target return price is equal to total cost plus desired return on investment upon total sales in unit. To find out the desired return on investment, here is the formula. Desired return on investment is equal to desired percentage ROI is into total investment value. With the help of this example, how can calculate a target return price? We can understand. The question is given here. If the total business investment is rupees 80,000, the desired ROI is 25%. The total cost incurred is rupees 30,000 and the expected value sales are 5,000 units. Determine the target return price. Firstly, we write the formula. Target return price is equal to total cost plus desired return on investment upon total sales in units. For the calculating desired return on investment, we can put here the formula: desired percentage ROI into total investment value. Because without desired return on investment, we cannot calculate a target return price. So firstly, we calculate desired return on investment. Here, the desired ROI is given at 25% and the total investment value is 80,000. So after calculating this value, we get the result 20,000. Target return price is, after that, we calculate target return price. The total cost given at 30,000. Desired return on investment is 20,000 and total sales is in units is 5,000. So after putting the values in the formula, we get the answer: target return price is rupees 10. Break-even pricing. The next method. This method is a similar to break-even analysis. Here, the company needs to price the product such that it generate profit after recovering the fixed and variable cost. The selling price should be equal to or more than the break-even price, the point at which the sales revenue matches the cost of goods sold. Here is the formula to ascertain the break-even limit. The break-even limit is equal to total fixed cost upon selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. Here, with the help of example, we can understand how we can calculate a break-even limit. For the instance, a company incurs 5 lakhs as a fixed cost and rupees 25 as a variable cost. If the selling price is rupees 75, find out the break-even limit. We write the formula. Break-even limit is equal to total fixed cost upon selling price per unit plus variable cost per unit. After putting the value in the formula, we get the answer of break-even limit, the rupees 10,000 units. Thus, the organizations either need to sell more than 10,000 units or price the product higher than rupees 75 to earn a profit. The next matter was the early cash recovery pricing. When it's come to rapidly growing technological product or the ones with a short life cycle, the costs need to recover as early as possible. This method is very similar to the target return pricing. The only difference is that they consider a high value of return on investment owing to a short recovery period. The next method was the market-oriented method. It is a highly competitive market. The company cannot survive with cost-oriented pricing. Hence, it needs to price its product according to the market demand and the competitor pricing strategy. To understand, the three primary market-oriented models of pricing are as follow. First method was a going rate method, where the company price its product similar to the competitor product price. If the market leaders reduce the price of its product, the organization also needs to decrease its product price, even if the latter cost of the production is high. The next method was a sealed bid pricing method. When it's come to industrial marketing or government project, the supplier needs to bid a specific product price, which he or she assume to be the lowest in a sealed quotation. The next method was a customer-oriented method. This method is also called a perceived value pricing. It is demand-based pricing, where the company determine the product price on value perception in terms of consumer demand for the particular goods or services. This perceived value is based on the following constituents: acquisition value. The acquisition value is based on the opportunity cost of the product or services, which is estimated through the comparison of the perceived benefit and the perceived sacrifice. Second, the transaction value, the comparison of the customer references price with the actual price paid for the product or services is the transaction value. The other method to find out the perceived value are as follow: direct price rating method and direct perceived value rating. Other methods, there are the some methods. There are specific other methods for determining the price of the product or service other than considering the cost or market competition on the as the basis. These are explained in the detail below. First was the market skimming pricing. The skimming method is usually implemented in the case of specialty, luxury, or innovative product. The company avails the profit opportunity in the initial stage of the marketing by selling the product at a high price in a non-price sensitive market segment. Later, the price are dropped down gradually to sustain in the market. The next method was the limit pricing. This is a defensive pricing strategy. The company price its product immensely low to retain the monopoly in the market. It is done to discourage the entry of competitors by presenting the business as unattractive and unprofitable, non-profitable. peak load pricing. The peak load method is a demand-based pricing where the companies charge high price in the peak season or period when the demand for the product is quite high. However, in the off-peak time or season when the demand falls, the price are kept low. The next method was a bundle pricing. Bundling refers to the compiling of two or more products together and selling it as a single product. The company price complete handle at a single price known as the offer price. The next method was the psychological pricing. This pricing method aims to influence the consumer uh, mentally by posing a low product price. Here, the product is priced slightly less than a round figure. For instance, a product is priced at rupees 99 instead of rupees 100. The next method was the internet pricing models. Internet is a modern communication platform, therefore provide vast scope for carrying out marketing activities. The different pricing methods for the internet services are as follow. First is priority basing pricing. The consumer priority for the service quality determine the price of internet services. Thus, the price increase with the quality of internet service. Flat rate pricing, the consumer is charged a fixed amount for availing the internet service for a defined period in respective of the stage. Uh, Third was usage sensitive pricing. The utility tariff is divided into two sections. The provider first charge for the service connections and then for the users in terms of price per unit. Transaction based pricing. Here, the price is first charged for the service connections and then each transaction is separately chargeable. And last one is precedence model. The prices here is based on the security provided to the existing customer by setting up priority of different applications, uh, data packets, data packets are formed based on network preferences are given uh, are given. In case of congestion, the packets are sent in the sequence of their assigned precedence number. Thank you.